Welcome back to One-on-One Sports here for the senior finale of myself, Joey Accordino, Billy O'Riordan, and Alex Leedy. Very sad moment for us, but it's a great time for the NBA in the thick of the playoff season. Guys, what's been the most surprising thing so far in these playoffs, Alex?
I think the most surprising thing has got to be the Lakers' inability to perform. Not only did they get blown out in Game 4, but they got swept. Yeah. I thought that between Kobe Bryant, Phil Jackson, they'd find a way to at least make that series competitive. And then at the end, not only did they get swept, but it was very ugly down the end. It got a little chippy. And you don't like to see that, although as a positive sign, if I'm a Lakers fan, I like that they're at least going out fighting. I don't want LeBron walking off the court like last year. You want Kobe going out swinging.
And I'll give you that.
Billy agrees with that.
The sweep at least, yeah, I completely agree with that. The sweep at least was surprising, yes, but the Lakers going out as early as they did, I don't think was that surprising. Kobe had no backcourt help. There was an extreme lack of bench. This was not a Laker team that could compare to the other Laker teams that have won championships. For me, the Memphis Grizzlies, 8th seed, knocking off the Spurs. Halfway through the season, they were 2 games under 500. The Spurs were 34-6.
Wow.
And Memphis beats them, as well as up on OKC, at least until the thrilling overtime. They barely got into the playoffs. Nobody saw Zach Randolph being the player that he is. Complete surprise, and I love Memphis. Love that they're doing this, proving me right.
Now, Billy, Zach Randolph could be a guy who's a candidate for the Finals MVP down the road, but let's talk about this MVP business for a minute. Should we hand out a postseason MVP award? Should there just be one MVP award that we wait to give to after the season?
No. The way I look at it is the postseason really is the second season in the NBA. You have the regular season and you have the postseason. It goes on for so long as it is. It just doesn't make sense to put a regular season MVP and just stretch it to the end of the playoffs. Give me 2. I don't like the NBA Finals MVP. Get rid of that. I don't want to see an MVP. Who's the MVP of a 7-game series? No. Give me a postseason MVP and give me a regular season MVP.
No, Bill, I have to disagree with you. And it has been an issue for a while, especially this year. I think we can all agree Derrick Rose is the MVP.
Right.
But the playoffs are the ultimate tiebreaker. Now I'm going to take you back to 1998, 1999.
Wow.
Going all the way back. Lockout year.
Check the watch.
Karl Malone ended up winning, but it was a close race between Alonzo Mourning and Tim Duncan. Now, Karl Malone didn't play that well in the playoffs. Neither did Alonzo Mourning. But Tim Duncan ended up winning the NBA Finals and being the NBA Finals MVP.
There you go.
He should have been the NBA Final or the NBA MVP for the whole season.
I mean, you can't argue that, but why not just make a postseason MVP, which Duncan would have won? Let Karl Malone keep his regular season MVP. Everybody's happy.
Okay,
except
guys,
for Alonzo Mourning.
something we can agree on. These have been an awesome playoffs, spectacular games, multiple overtime games, upsets galore. What's been your single favorite moment so far, Billy?
For me, my favorite moment, kind of an umbrella, is the changing of the guard that we're seeing in the NBA in these playoffs. I think this is the playoffs where you can put a bookmark, one era in the NBA ending and another beginning. You see the Celtics' big 3 going down in flames. You saw the Lakers team go down in flames. Phil Jackson is done. The Spurs are not the same team they were once. Dirk somehow is hanging around, but that's another story. And then you see the new guys, Derrick Rose, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook, Oklahoma City, the big 3 in Miami. New era of stars in the NBA. I love it. I'm excited for it, and I think that's what we're going to take from these playoffs.
Well, Bill, you almost picked a single moment, but I did. And I went with Rajon Rondo. He went down in Game 3, came back with one wing, and his defense in the fourth quarter was phenomenal. He had that one steal that really led the team. It was a must-win game for them. They couldn't afford to go down 3-0. And then last night against Miami, they took him out at the end of the game. Delonte West takes 2 bad shots. You have Rondo in there. Maybe he makes something happen. So him coming back's really inspired the Celtics team.
Guys, certainly easier for us to pick a single moment of the NBA Finals that we love than a single moment for our one-on-one careers that we love. Such a great time for all of us here. Thank you so much for watching. When we return, Christine and Greg will be back to discuss which playoffs have been better thus far, the NHL or the NBA.